Hello there, beautiful people. Hi. Oh my god, this is so exciting. So, welcome to my little live stream. I want to welcome you to a little cozy coloring session where we will be coloring together in real time. And I'm so grateful and so excited that you're here. I see that there's some people in the chat. Hi there. I'm gonna make it come a little closer. I'm super excited for tonight's little coloring session, and I'm so happy that you're here, that you've taken your time out of your day, out of your night, out of your morning, depending on where you are in the world right now. And it just makes me super excited that we can do this little session together in real time. And this is something so mind-blowing to me to think about, that we often color together in our coloring books, but it's something very special when we are all sitting together at the same time, and I can have a chance to actually chat with you guys. So I'm gonna have a look in the chat and see who's here. Princess Leia. Hi, Mrs. Beautiful Pink Hair. Oh, yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Oh, I'm so excited that you are here. And it makes me so happy when I see you guys' comments under my videos, and especially under the post that I made announcing tonight's live stream. I think you all have no idea how happy you make me and how much that means to me. Your support, your encouragement, your enthusiasm, and just pure love for this hobby makes me so happy. And to be able to create a space where we can just live out our creative forces makes me so happy. And finding a place with a lot of like-minded souls that we can all share this passion together makes me just so happy. I don't know if you all hear me loud and clear. I hope so, and I hope that everything is working fine. I'm so sorry for the slight delay. I had some technical issues with my camera, but I was able to fix that with a little help. Kai C. Corded. Hi everyone. I just love watching you, Caro. Thank you for sharing your talent. Thank you so much for your very kind words. Oh, this makes me so happy. I'm very happy to be able to share this all with all of you, and extremely grateful that you want to spend this time with me, and that we all share this passion for coloring, for art, for colors, for being creative in general. Just, it makes me so happy. So Victoria, Elise, so excited. Hi. It's so cool to see you in the chat, all of you, because I all know you from my comments, and I love chatting with you there in the comments back and forth, and it's so beautiful to see all your faces in the chat. Shongui. Hi everyone, so happy to be here. I'm so happy that you're here, all of you. Amanda Casey, hi everyone, I'm so excited for the video. I am so excited for what we're gonna do here. I've searched out a page. I'm curious what you're gonna say. I saw from your feedback on my post that some of you requested the girl moments, which is totally alright with me. I love this book so much, and we've been doing so many pages together in this one already. Just flipping through this one makes me so happy. This one is very, very special in my heart. Somehow I always feel like when I color in this one, I just am so happy with all the color choices. This one being a dear one. I love this one so much. The colors just makes me so happy. I mean, all of these are just my favorite ones, I guess. This one, you all know. I'm crazy about coffee, so I hope you all have your coffee, if you drink coffee, that you have something nice to drink, cozy, all settled in. I've got a coffee here standing. Yeah, so we're gonna be coloring today in Girl Moments Volume 1. Last time we did this page together, which turned out totally cozy and moody. I love what we did with it, with a wall here in the background. I'm not sure what this is called in English actually. Brick wall, I think. I love how that turned out with all these earthy colors and the greens, the little pop of pink. Here the rain happening on the window. I'm gonna zoom a little bit in. Super cozy. Turned out really, really cute. You guys can let me know in the chat if you are here for the first time or if you were here in the last stream. Some of you I recognize from our last session, or if some of you did color this one from the live stream afterwards. That's what I love about this live stream that we have here. If you're not able to catch it live, it will be saved up on my channel for you to watch it back. And you can even turn on the chat so you can have the live conversation running and can color with along with the chat. So I'm gonna read a little more in the chat, see who's here. Jules Art Studio, hello Caro. Hi, I'm so happy that you're here, so happy to see you. You motivated me to start my own coloring channel. Thank you so much. That makes me so happy. That's a very, very big compliment. I don't even quite know how to respond in a way that I can express just how much it means to me when I'm able to inspire someone to just let all their creative energy run free, because there's such freeing, such calming and meditative good emotions that you can experience when you just feel free to play around with colors and just put down on paper that what your imagination sees in your head. So thank you so much. That's very exciting. Hello everyone, so looking forward to your stream, Caro, Jessie. Mwah. Thank you so much. Can hear you perfect. That is so good, because I want it to be nice and easy and enjoyable for you guys to follow along. So this book is already very full. I found it so cool. One of you did comment, I think it was Shongui, if I say that right. said that she would love for us to color in girl moments because we almost finished it, and that is so true. It is almost full. There's just missing a couple of pages. I didn't finish any of my coloring books so far. I kind of just go with the flow and always try to alternate between the different books and do the pages that inspire me that day. But it's kind of crazy. It's almost full. Sydney writes, hello everyone, I'm so excited to do this page. I'm so excited to do this page. This one's I finished all my exams for the semester. Oh my god, wow. That is so good. So you finished with all your exams and you can just lay back and enjoy and breathe for a little. I'm so happy for you, and that must be the best feeling, to know that you have it all behind you. I'm super happy for you. And I always love your cat and your other. I always see it in my comments and get so happy. It's the first time. Then you're so welcome to this live coloring session. I mean, it's only the second time that I'm doing this, and it's been something that I've thought about doing for a longer time, and some of you have requested it for a couple of months already and said that that would be a cool thing. And I'm super happy to have organized this, and as I've said, I want to do this like a monthly live session that we sit together and can just shut the entire loud, fast world outside and just be a little peaceful, be a little cozy. We can just color together in real time. We can chat with one another, we can be quiet with one another. It's really just important for me to have this, for all of us to have this safe space together where we can just do what we enjoy and love. Taija Portos, right? Hi, so happy to be part of the group. Love all your videos. Thank you so much. It is absolutely wild to me to be able to do this and share it with all of you. I can't tell you how happy it makes me, how excited it makes me, and how much it inspires me. I love creating these little videos for all of you, and your feedback and love that I get in return is very extremely beautiful and super overwhelming. Oh, and it just makes me so excited, and I love this so much. Thank you so much, Taja. Froggy Vadim, hi my dear friend, so happy to see you here, and thank you so much for the cute sticker. Oh my god, how's it going? The little fox. Thank you so much. That's a massive support, and I'm extremely grateful. Thank you so much, and thank you for all the beautiful comments that you leave under my videos. I see them and I get so happy. Ugh, you guys. I'm getting warm here. So, do you guys have your books ready? Do you guys plan on coloring along with me? Are you just wanting to relax and watch along? Feel free to write me in the chat. I would love to know how you guys are doing, and tell me how was your weekend. I hope that you have some fun and can enjoy the nice weather. It's been so sunny here lately, so it really feels like almost summer has already arrived. And because it's been so summery, I thought we could go ahead and color something nice, summery and springy. I'm gonna pull you guys a little bit closer. Is that good? Do you see nice? So this is the page that we're gonna do today together. I think that's gonna be really cool. There's a lot of greenery, a lot of beautiful green hues that we can use here. I want to make it super cozy and warm. I love her little overalls here with the stripes. Can make something really cool with that. The little strawberries. Here's some really beautiful daisies. And I think we are inside somewhat of a greenhouse. So we could make some really cool effects here on the glass. I've enjoyed that quite a lot lately too. I've done it in my other greenery house video and in one of the recent videos where it was a girl planting flowers and the windows was behind her. So I, instead of making like a sunset or a day sky, because I'm doing a lot of sunsets, guilty, I will do a nice little sunset whenever I get the chance. But I think we can do something a little bit different here with kind of like a blurry background where you still see all the trees behind. Because I think that could be a nice thing to just, instead of going with the classic that I do a lot, we could make something a little bit different just to make it feel like you're completely wrapped in this jungle of nice green stuff. Yeah. So this is the page we're gonna do. I'm just gonna make myself some space here. Like that. Let's see if I can come like this. And I'm gonna drink some coffee and read a little bit in the chat. Amanda says, I love all your artwork. Your pages inspire me so much. I can't seem to ever get shadows to come out right. Would anyone have any ideas to make them better? I'm using Ohuhu markers. First of all, thank you so much for your kind words, Amanda. And thank you so much for your dedicated support. I always see you in my comments. And it's just, I can't really comprehend how lucky I am to have built together with all of you such a beautiful, beautiful community of so many beautiful, beautiful people and so many kind people. And to come back to your shadow question, shadows is something that once you get the hang of it, it's really fun to play around with. But basically, what you could think about is you always go from bright to dark, because with alcohol markers like the Ohuhu markers, you can't go from dark to light. And it's always easier to know where to place them if you're having a little trouble with getting them right and getting them to feel right. Is that when you start out with page, you figure out where the light is coming from, either from daylight or a lamp, and then you place the shadows on the opposite side. So if we would have a huge light here, the shadow would be on the downside of these flowers. So we will be working a lot with that today on these, all of these plants. So I can talk a lot more about how to do the shadows as we go along in today's stream. Because a lot of people have either way a little bit of problems with the shadows or the highlights, but once you get the idea of where to place them, it gets pretty easy to play around with it. And then it's all about just combining colors that work together in the color family. You can either way use, for example, bright green with a darker green, or you can use a gray tone to layer on top of it if you're limited in your amount of coloring shades. So we'll be doing a lot of that on this page today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little look on what colors we will be using. I'm gonna start with some of the green parts, and I think I'm gonna go with the rather warmer green tones. So we will start with the classic honeydew melon, and then work our way to yellow green, which is kind of like the same color family, and then down to apple green, and then in the more direction of fern green, or here the dark olive. So we're gonna move in this warmer yellowish green tones for most of it, and you can combine it with some cooler tones. So you see in your color chart at a glance which tones are rather cool, like these greens and the ones on top, and then you see which are more yellowy, and they usually go very, very well together. And then this is thank you, that helps me so much. That makes me very happy. We will figure this out. We will do this together. And I also did do some tutorials already on shadows, where I really go in depth on shadows, and also more detail on where to put them. So in case we don't cover it all today, there will be some tutorials also about that. Coffee. So, I will need to grab my sheet that I usually put behind. Give me a second. So, do a little camera adjustment. I think you can see a little better now. That's the funny part about the live stream. We're just hanging out, like, in real time. There's no cutting away bits and pieces. And that's really, I think, what's so cool about this format as well, that it's a little bit more laid back. You will have more time to search the colors out. We will talk about it. We can chat. You can ask questions, and just have a little easy time. And so I have this little paper that you guys know from my videos, and it's basically just a very thick watercolor paper. So this one has been with me now for the entire time. It's literally this one and another one that I alternate between, but lately I've been only using this one, so it's really durable. I think this page holds an entire 1.5 years of coloring pages, so it's really not a waste of paper. Definitely. says it's so great that Ohuhu markers come in so many different shades. They add a unique visual touch to the pictures. I also really love how Coco does the shadows. Thank you so much. That's really what I love so much about the Ohuhu markers, that they have so many beautiful hues. I really love also how their coverage is incredible, and how alcohol markers dry in this very even, so you have no streaks or this usual feel to them like you have with water-based markers. So I love that so much. You're absolutely right. And the cool part about them is also that you can really build your collection over time, depending on your budget and your space and your needs. So you don't have to go all out and get a 320 pack right away. And if you start small, it's not wasted when you continue to build. So you, in a certain way, you can combine your sets, so that should end up not having too many double. And I love that, because the worst would be if you start small and with each step you get, you just get the same and just a little bit more. So that's something that I really find very helpful as well. So we're gonna start off with our first green colors. And we're gonna start off, I think, with the hedge and the little plants here in the back. I want to make the hedge really, I was looking at this before we started, and I was questioning if strawberries grow on this kind of hedge. But that's the beauty of these pages, and I love that it's all this whimsical little world of just very cute landscapes and moments. I love that so much. So we start out with a little collection of warmer hues of green on the yellow side. So they're all the YG. We're going to start with a honeydew melon, and then build our way up through yellow green, apple green, and then see just how dark we want to take it. So I'm gonna start by adding the honeydew melon. There we go. I'm gonna zoom this in a little bit, push a little closer. Curious to not let any of the lines dry, so when you have a bigger space like this, just moving up and down, not leaving the end to dry for too long, because then you will end up having this really nice even area, even though here you would most probably cover it up with the darker hues afterwards. And I'm really curious what kind of sets from Ohuhu you have. Like what sets do you have? Do you have the 48 pack? Do you rather have a larger pack? I'm really curious with what you're all working with. You can write me in the chat if you want to share. Because I really find that you can do so much magic with the smaller sets. Sometimes it's also a little easier to choose the colors because you don't have so many to choose from. And you have to get really creative with how you build them. And you can even create new shades by adding different ones together. So I'm really curious. Gonna continue with the yellow, green, and there's obviously a million different ways that you can go about coloring a hedge like that, and I usually just mix around. You could go now with a clear line, like a little bubble line, and then do different layers, but I think I'm gonna go for the leaf effect because I just really enjoy that a lot lately, how it looks like. And it makes it looks really 3D when you do it like that. So I keep it pretty dense at the bottom and then just spread it a little wider the further up I get. And I also like to just leave some random, it's all very random, like I don't, everything that I do on these pages it's never really planned that much. I usually just go on and stop when it looks good. And it also is a thing about practice, because the more you do it, you just get an eye for what looks good or what you like. It's all your personal preference. You also start seeing things outside, and the other day when I was walking, I just was taking in all the trees and looking at how they all actually look like and how you could translate that onto a page. It's really fun when you start noticing those things, because we all obviously know how a tree looks like when the sun hits it and the leaves, but it's another thing when you notice how you can translate that onto a page. So something kind of like that, I think looks cool. Now the trick is to let that dry a little bit. Doesn't have to be completely dry. Because if you do now go straight on it with a darker shade, it's going to get very blurry together. So that's exactly what I want to do in the back here. But here I want to have it a little bit more in focus. Chongri writes, "How are you, Cabo? How are you? Allergies? Sending lots of love." Thank you so much for asking. My allergies has been pretty bad the last days and weeks. It's slowly getting a bit better, but I will maybe take some breaks in between to blow my nose. I'm so sorry about that now that you mention it. But I'm doing good. It's been a beautiful, beautiful sunny weekend. It's been a lot of fun and life is good. Life is really good. I have so many cool ideas for new videos and so much ideas for different coloring pages. Yeah, thank you so much. How are you? How is life? If you want to share, feel free to share. I would love to hear how you all are doing and how your day has been or how your weekend has been. And on that note, I do actually have to blow my nose. So I'm gonna leave you for a little bit and come back in a second. So, there I'm back. My little nose blow. Are you guys having trouble with allergies? It's been really, really rough, I have to say. But I hope it's not been so bad the last couple of days that it's slowly getting a bit better. But we're just gonna push through it, aren't we? So I want to build this one in a nice way. So we've now done the honeydew melon, a yellow green, and I kind of feel like the edamame, these names are sometimes really funny, could be a nice touch to go further. See if I find it. I do have my markers so nicely organized in my shelf and still don't find them. So we have our next color, the edamame YG 211. I'm just gonna go ahead and build like even further shadows with that one. And what we want to replicate with this is the illusion of the leaves in the hedge creating shadow. So if you're having trouble doing this on your own pages, it really helps to either way take a picture of a hedge outside or look at pictures on Pinterest, for example, and just see if you would block those real hedges into colors, where would the colors go? And then it helps to just figure out some basic techniques for that, and then you have like an entire vocabulary of ways to go about coloring different parts of your page. Like that. That looks pretty cool. Oh, I love how that looks like. Always the colors look a little bit different on camera than it does in real life. So if you're sitting there right now thinking, my page doesn't look exactly like that, know that the camera always alters it a bit different, so don't get frustrated. I will add like a tiny touch of even darker, I think the dark fern green. This one could be nice. The YG 414. And it's so funny because it's really dear to me when you guys share with me that you love not only watching my videos to color along, but if you're here to just unwind and shut the mind off or fall asleep, it means a lot to me because I know that life can be very rough sometimes, and we all have our package that we carry and things that we have to deal with. I've been also struggling mentally quite a bit the last couple of months and for a long time, years already, and it gives me just the same amount of relaxation and kind of like meditating to color with all of you, as it does for the ones of you that share with me that you do it to relax or cope with depression or anxiety. It means a lot to me that you trust me with that, and that we are able to make it a safe space where we can all just be ourselves fully and unwind and calm down. It's very, very big to me, and means a lot to me, and it's always beautiful because the love and support that I get from all of you, and when you share that with me, it does all the same to me with sharing this with all of you. So I want to thank you so much for being here with me and sharing this experience together with me. So I think the hedge is finished, and why don't we go ahead? I love these strawberries so much, and they look so cute that we can go straight ahead and color them. So I'm going to use a bright red, this is the reddish pink, and then layer it with a ruby. And ruby is really this very nice, beautiful red hue. It's really difficult to go bright red. Usually you see that on the cards too. You have like red and then there's just darker red. So it's a little tricky to find without it being pink, how to go about that. And I find that the reddish pink do that really nicely because it gives it that illusion of a little bit of highlight, and then you can in the end add white on top of that. So I'm gonna go ahead with a reddish pink and do the strawberries. And this again comes back to the question from Amanda with the shadows. Since the light comes slightly from the back but from the top in this picture, that's where we have more shadows on the leaves at the bottom. And since the leaves here are not an even entity, there will be some that are further out and they will catch more light. That's why we have like these areas of light in between. And the same goes for the berries now. Since the light comes from here, we will add the shadow on the opposite side of the berries. And then you can play around with the shapes of them. And since these are round shapes, you can go in right away with a ruby and add them before it dries, and you will create this very blurry transition, which truly gives the illusion of being round. As when you wait and it dries completely, you get a very hard line, which is perfect when it's a edged object or a flatter object, where the shadows will be more clear. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add this ruby on top, and already looks so 3D and so yummy. I love that combination in red. And since these are those little dots on the strawberry, you could, and they're like pulled into the strawberry, so you could add like around the dots just a little bit of shadow to make that nice and realistic. And the fun part about shadows is that you can make the page really come to life with using it and going from being like a flat image to really stand out and pop on your page. So that was Ruby, and I think we could go with a slighter darker. I really love adding 3 shades of shadow, or rather 2 shades of shadow on a base color, so you end up using 3 different shades. I feel like that's just my personal preference, but it just, oh, it makes me just it makes me so excited. It might sound silly, but it just makes me so happy. This already looks super cute, but when we add now another layer of shadows, it's just gonna make it even more realistic. And that's something that I love to play around with, to make some things in a page very realistic and then weigh it out with something that is super unnatural or not something typical. So that makes it a really interesting page. As if you do just the one or just the other, it could end up being very flat or a little boring. Vadim Froggy writes, "It's true, the last few months have been emotionally challenging. I love watching your videos like these at times like these. They help me relax, especially with a cup of hot drink." That means so much to me, and that feeling is exactly what you guys give back to me. And to be able to create a space where you can come, and when you have these emotions and feel like everything is just a little bit too much, to focus and unwind with something comforting and something cozy, means a lot to me that I can be that for you. Makes me very happy. Thank you so much. And with all the challenges that you're going through, I send you so much strength, Vadim, and know that I think of you. And thank you so much for being here and for us going through our challenges, all of us together. So they will obviously need their little dark leaves, and I think I'm gonna just do that with a simple dark fern green and just make that very simple dark green, also to make it stand out from the edge a little bit. Like that. So that's cool. And while we're at that greenery, I think we're also gonna do these 2 plants here, and we could go about and do this one a little funky, or this one with a little yellow in there. This looks like this very beautiful fig tree. We could do here like these. Oh, I haven't done that in a very long time. Let's see if I remember how. We used a very bright yellow as the base center. I think we could go for a lemon chiffon. And then peppermint. Let's see if we can do this freestyle without. Oh, I think that was even in your moments. Let's have a look. Wasn't this I think it was in here. Wait a second. This is such a long time ago. Yes. Oh, good that I checked it up, because I would have done it exactly the other way around with the yellow in the middle. Let's try to do something like this. I loved creating these leaves so much. It was my absolute highlight of this page. Oh, This is so cool looking back. This is a long time ago, I think well over a year. It's really funny because this page with the towel caused a lot of what is it called? Oh, help me. Not conspiracy, conflict. There was very conflicted opinions about the choice of colors on these towels, which I now in retrospect find so funny. Because I did them red in the beginning, and I think every other comment writes, no, didn't you leave it red? But I remember that it was straight after Christmas last year, and I found that the combination with green and red was so Christmassy, and I was like, nope. I think it was like in February last year. I didn't want that color combinations. I wanted them to be white, and since it was acrylic markers, they just absorbed the red underneath, so it ended up pink, which I kind of like for the overall feeling of this page. But so many people had very strong opinions about that little moment, and that's so cute looking back at that now. But yeah, I love, by the way, how juicy these tiles are. I love this page so much. It was a lot of fun. Let me know if you've been coloring this page with me. I would love to know. That's so funny. But yeah, I would love to try and make plan like this, because I haven't done that in a long while, and I think that would be something really, really cool. Don't know if we will need a peppermint. We might just go straight from a lemon chiffon to honeydew mallow. I don't think that we will need that. Yeah, funny. That's in this book. Good that we've checked that out. I mean, it wouldn't have been bad, but it wouldn't have been that what I was setting out to do. So we're gonna start with the lemon chiffon, if you like, and I'm just gonna make the outside. So the trick here is to act pretty quick before it dries, and go straight in with the next color, the honeydew melon. Oops, there you go. Sometimes the doesn't want to do it sharp. There you go, honeydew melon, and just create like a nice. Oh, we might even have to go a bit more yellow. Like that. I think we have to go a little bit more yellow. I might add just a little bit of barium yellow. The Y3 just to make it a little bit more intense, although it's gonna get so dry. like that. And I might just go back in with a honeydew melon and add just a little bit more of green in the transition. Like that. You're so sweet, so quiet. All coloring along. I feel us all sitting together coloring. It's really a dream come true that we can all do this together, and it's so cute thinking about that. You're all coloring along right at this very moment. So I'm just gonna start building up those stripes. There's no science to this really, it's just going about what feels good. It's very special unwinding with you guys. It's been such a crazy weekend. I don't know if you guys are into football. I know this is very collision of interest, or if you're American, soccer. So I live in Germany, and our city is a huge football city, and I love football so much. I mean, you can't live here without loving football. It's a pretty big part of the identity of the city, and they managed to get promoted into the first league yesterday. So the entire city, entire weekend has been in complete celebration mode, and it's really lovely to just see everybody so emotional, so happy, and me, myself, and all my loved ones and friends so excited. And it's been a very, very emotional, very, very big weekend, and been lots out and about in the city and just enjoying all the sun and all the good atmosphere. It's been a very, very special weekend. So it's very special and very beautiful to take a moment to just unwind with all of us together and just have a moment to relax in this quiet, nice, cozy space after such a very, very busy weekend. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add another layer of shadow on the leaves with yellow green. So I'm gonna make this inside of the stripes that we already did. Kind of like that. So we're making this like really, very tropical, nice zebra plant. I don't know if this is very good. Ah, yeah, I know how to do that. So I went over it again with the base color just to make it a little bit more blended together. It's a little bit too bright. Oh, that looks beautiful. Like, it just gives it that perfect hint of the stripes. And we're gonna go over it a little bit again. starting in the middle and then just like fanning it out helps make the transition to the end of the leaf a little bit more loose since it's all dry already. Oh, that looks cool. That looks so cool. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Now it looks more like a leaf. And we're gonna go make the stripes a little darker with apple green. I'm gonna do so while it's still wet so that it all just blurs together. Like that, we can just go ahead and make the... Oh, it's a little bit too dark maybe. Gonna go with yellow. No. Yellow green. So I would love to know from where you're watching right now. Like, is it in the morning? Did you just get up? Is it in the evening? Are you in Europe? Are you in America? Vadim, I know you're watching from Russia. This is so crazy to me. Thinking about where you're all at this very moment. So here it's really late at night. So I try to do the streams pretty late so that for the people over in the US, it's not in the middle of the morning, middle of the night. I'm gonna go ahead and add some beige green to the middle stripe because these leaves are obviously a little curved, they're not flat. So we're gonna make some beige green in the middle to just replicate that curve. Like that. That looks pretty cool. So then we're gonna go to this fig over here. We might do this one a little bit cooler because I do plan on doing the background pretty warm with this like beaming sunlight coming through. And to make that contrast, we might make this one a little bit darker, but we might as well start with the background. I like to not plan everything ahead because when everything is then down on paper, you usually then see, okay, this needs to be a little bit brighter or cooler. And with certain pieces, I like to leave them to the end to see what colors are missing. For example, her outfit. When we have all greens put down, it is easier maybe to see what kind of colors her outfit could be, her hair, to see what it would need to stand out, because you don't want this to be like a wall of two similar colors, because it's going to get very difficult to read the image and understand what you're actually looking at. So I will do the background. I'll think about what I choose for the background color. Might as well go with the lemon chiffon. more pastel yellow. Yeah, this is where it gets funny and tricky. I do have a mix of old color codes and new color codes, so you can easily see if you have new or old. If you have new, they have the old name in small underneath, so you can easily check which are the same colors. And I do know that that makes it a little bit difficult sometimes for you to follow along to my videos. I try to make it as good as I can, as I have tried to separate them, but it's really impossible because I have so many different sets, and I try to use my old ones first, also because I don't want them to dry out and then use all the new ones. But for example, here you have lemon chiffon in the old color code of Y030, and usually they have the same name if it's anything similar. But here the lemon chiffon is a bit darker. No, wait a minute. This made sense in my mind. Now it doesn't make sense anymore. Okay, here in this case, lemon chiffon is the same. It's just that this sheet is a little bit older, so the colors are a little bit faded. And here the similar color would be the pastel yellow. So I might go with a pastel yellow for the background, or an eggnog yellow, just to make it like give this feeling of being flooded with light. I might do a bit of both. Maybe I start with pastel yellow and then transition to eggnog yellow and then start with all the greens. So pastel yellow. So, pastel yellow, where are you? Y03. There. And what did I say? Eggnog yellow, Y34. Volume says the X color is 11:55 p.m. here. Oh, so it's night, really night, late night. Is it an hour later? Yeah, I think an hour later. I'm a bit of a night owl today. Then we are a night owl together. So many interesting shade names. Yes, there are so many cute and very many strange and very many funny, cool names for these colors. I love this one, guacamole. Very cute. And some are very difficult to read out. I feel. So eggnog yellow, Y34. And then we're going to just go straight into the same green ones that we used here. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to do that in one go while it's still wet. So if you want to prepare your colors, there will be switch them out. Yeah, apple. So this will be our little selection. We will start with eggnog yellow, then go over into other way around, pastel yellow, then go over to eggnog, then go into honeydew melon, if we need it, we will see, and then we go to yellow green and apple green, and anything that comes after that we will do then, because then we see how dark we want to take it. Can be that the apple green is enough. If not, we will maybe go with the edamame. Oh no, that's one too similar to apple green. We might just take it in a cooler direction with fern green or dark fern green, something like that. But we will see that. We will see that when we get there. Because this will take a little bit of time, I might take a little break and go to the ladies' room. You can grab yourself something new to drink if you want to, or if you want to search out the colors in advance, or just chat a little in the chat. I will be back in a little second. So, we're back. Got my coffee. I hope you have something nice to drink as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love what we've done so far on the page. And it's really funny because I hope I don't forget that I'm live. I think that I'm just coloring along in my little video. I'm so used to being in my own little bubble when I color. And I do record so many coloring videos and I love it so much. It's such a fun, refreshing, inspiring thing to be live with all of you coloring in real time. Because these will be the things that I would edit out. But now you're here with me and we will have lots of time to just color and relax together. And I usually, when I upload the videos, they're anything between an hour, hour and a half, hour and 45. I really don't have any strict limits or anything, but when I sit down and color all of my coloring, it usually takes me around 3 hours, 4 hours, anything in between that. So if you're questioning why you're spending so many hours on your page when you follow along my video, know that for me it's exactly the same. So, and tonight we're just chatting along and having fun, so it takes a little longer, but that's the beauty of it, that we can just unwind and relax a little bit. We're gonna start out with this little fun thing in the back here now. I might pull out my other book that is the inspiration for what we're gonna do now. Let me just grab my book. Where is it? Cozy. I think it was Cozy. Yeah, Cozy Corner. I've been playing around with the thought for a long while already to do like a little art setup tour or just like my coloring books collection. That's why I love doing the flip through so much, because it's just a chance to look back at what we've colored together and chat a little bit about the pages that we've done together. This one, oh, I love this one so much. This one makes me incredibly happy. And I was not planning this one much at all. It just kind of happened. And what I did here in the background is something that I want us to do together here for that background. So kind of gives you that illusion of the trees outside flooded with light. And since it's a little bit in depth in the picture, it's a little bit more blurry than what you're seeing in the foreground. It also helps, like I said before, to read the image. It lets you focus on what's in focus and still gives it an atmosphere of what's happening outside and makes the picture extremely 3D. So, I love that palm tree. Help me out. Sometimes I look at these pictures and I think, did I do that? Like, do you have that too with something that you do and then you're just doing it and then you really love what you created and then you look at it like, I can't really imagine that I did that. But I love the combinations with yellow and the transition. It looks really pretty. So this is something similar I want us to try today with the background. So we're gonna do a really nice transition first with the pastel yellow and eggnog yellow. So we're gonna start with pastel, and then work our way down. So you can always decide and interpret the picture however you want. So this could also be a wooden part of the ceiling, but I want it to be like these really nice huge windows where you can see lots of the outside. I'm gonna bring this pretty far down. You don't have to bring it all the way down. Sometimes I love to fill the entire space, but then I think it will dry too much. And since this is parted into two parts, it gives you the perfect opportunity to do the one side first before everything dries, and then finish the other side afterwards. So I'm gonna act pretty quickly and go straight with eggnog and just make it that transition. Like that. And I will pull this one, I think, all the way down. And then while that is drying, I will then start adding the green. I'm going to start with honeydew melon and just create little trees. And you can go completely crazy individual in how you do this. And I will give, now I waited a little too long. I'll just add a little bit up here for the treetops. Like that. And it kind of already looks like some of them are further away. And the further away they are, the brighter they would be. So we could play now too with the depth of the trees. So I will let this one be pretty far away and have this one be closer. And this one too. The same principle goes here. The further down I come, the more, or the closer together the dots will be. Kind of like that. Oh, it looks pretty cool, right? This one is a little too. I think that looks cool. Or what do you guys think? I will make it a little bit darker, maybe with apple green. And then I love just how much these greens play together. Like I'm completely obsessed with this. They just look so pretty together. Sometimes I just choose a page with a lot of greenery when I have the need to see these colors. Did I want this one to be close? Yeah, right? So, just like that. And you feel like there's a little split between the trees here. There's not as far in the back. Here's one that is far away. These are close. Ugh. Makes me really happy. Really, really happy. Ugh. You guys are writing so sweet. Princess Leia says it's 4 p.m. where I am. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So it's nice in the afternoon where you are. Here it's 11 at night. I guess that means that you are somewhere in the West, somewhere in America. Victoria says it really is amazing. Thank you so much for saying that. Froggy says these beautiful pictures of food in greenhouses make me hungry. Same. So I went to the kitchen to get my favorite sunflower seed and some lemon tea. I love lemon tea. That sounds so sweet and so cozy. I love that. Thank you for sharing that with me. And it sounds really yummy. I used to eat sunflower seeds more when I was younger. I haven't had that in a long time, and tea is beautiful. I should drink way more tea. I'm not really good at drinking tea. I should be better at doing that. And I love how the two yellow tones work together. It makes it this really, the eggnog really does it. So since this one starts pretty far down, I don't think I will add the brighter yellow. I will go straight to eggnog. Like that. And to the roof, we could though use the brighter yellow. Oh no, what did I do? No, this is barium yellow. Oh gosh. Well, I grabbed the wrong yellow. I can make it work. We're of course gonna use the pastel yellow. Like that. And I think it will keep these two as part of the roof because it will be a little weird to have a line between them two. So we're gonna keep it like that, and then I'm gonna go in with honeydew yellow before it dries. This part is a little stressful. And we're gonna just make that tree bigger and have some trees here as well. Nice and big, and here some treetops as well. Nobody will notice that. We will know, but nobody will notice. And then I'm gonna go in pretty quickly with, I feel like I'm doing like this old school makeup tutorials. yellow, green, and add that a little bit as well. Like that. Oh, that's cool. I like it. It's coming together really nicely. Ugh, pretty. And it looks in contrast because we're keeping it pretty bright. A nice contrast to this to make it feel like it's outside. We could go a little darker, but I don't want to make it too dark. I might just go ahead and use the yellow green here where it's already dry. And it seems like it's then shade. Like that. Because then the dark is not so harsh as if you would go with an actual darker shade. Which I will do though on the other side because we didn't do it yet. Like that. That looks super cool. And this will be a very, very, very green page. I love doing that lately. I did that in my latest video, and I don't know if some of you have checked it out, where I used almost only shades of blue. I've done something similar in the past with shades of red and pink. And I find it very cool how you just emerge in this universe, and with some tweaks you can still make it very different from each other. With love, Miss Ashley Christine says, "Hi Cow, so happy to see you again. I'm so happy to see that you're here." Welcome to this little cozy coloring session. I'm so happy that you're here. And this is just very, very special to me that so many of you are here in this live session and that you enjoy this format. It's a little bit different than my videos. Just means so much to me. Casey Corded says, "Love the trees in the background." Oh my gosh, that makes me happy. That makes me super happy. Thank you so much. I think we are on a really good path. We're going to do the same to these two. I think this is still part of that, so we don't do anything more up here. But this window and this one, and since this one is so small, I think we'll do both of them in one go. So we're going to start with pastel yellow and work our way halfway down. And then gonna add eggnog yellow. Is that part of the braid? I think so. Like that. Oh, I almost forgot this part. Like that. I'm gonna go in with yellow green. Again, same procedure. And oh, yellow green. No, it was honeydew melon first. It's a little bit brighter. I'm gonna make this tree come down here. And then I have a tree in the background here, so we won't add too much shadow to this one. And then just have some here. Then we go in with yellow green. Oh, sometimes when I look in the viewfinder, I see that some is missing. This one is a little too harsh. Then we go in with yellow, green, and add this one. We want it to be in front. This one we'll leave in the back. Like that. It feels like we're in the middle of the forest. Ugh, I love it. Fergie says, do you have any potted plants at home? I live in a multi-apartment building and I have only one pot with a crassula growing in it. My granny gave it to me 3 years ago. Wow, that is beautiful. I will have to search later what and how that looks like, that plant. I'm not really that known in plants for don't really know that many names either for plants. But there are some plants around here where I'm really not really good at keeping plants. I should be better because they're so beautiful. That looks pretty cool. I feel like this here could be a little darker now that the background is pretty bright. And I do think that we could go a little darker on some parts with maybe the apple green, just to give it a little bit more depth. Like that. Not all of them, just a little bit. This one could be super close. Kind of like that. Sky is truly the limit when it comes to this. So I think we are finished with the background for now. And now that this background is there, we can better see how we can go about doing the fig plant. I would love to go for a lime green. You guys know how much I love lime green together with beige green, but it's empty. And the cool part is I slowly have a couple of colors that are empty, like my lemon wisp or viola, my nice little pastel purple, and my lime green, which both has been my favorite hues. So you have to start getting creative and automatically get forced to use all the other hues in your collection. So I do think that I want to do something a little bit different with the fake plant. I definitely want to use the beige green as the shadow, but come to think about it, I think I will use it as the brightest and then go even darker in the shading. Maybe even do a deep olive. Or beige green with, no, they all don't work so well with beige green. Could layer it with a green gray, but I think the fern green or even dark fern green could be nice. Dark olive is not really the right tone. I think this could be a nice contrast with the very warm background. So we're gonna go with beige green and artichoke green and fern green. Then we can build this really nice transition. What did I say? Artichoke green. Artichoke green. Where are you? Well, beige green, I have another one. Huh. I did rearrange my entire, I could give you a little sneak if this works. I have here my entire marker collection in my Ohuhu shelves, and I did rearrange all of them a couple of weeks ago, and that was a huge session. I think I'm not even allowed to say how many hours spread over a couple of days I used to organize all my markers, and I've always had them somewhat color sorted, but I just had way too many because I have a couple of different sets and some are double, and it's been a little all over the place. So I wanted to have them all at my desk, so when I search for colors I can just grab them and see them. So I've been playing around with the thought of doing like a art space desk tour. I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, or just a help of how to organize your markers or different ideas, because I have some in my shelf. I have all my YRs now in this bag standing next to it. So I have a couple of different ways sorting them. This is a 48 pack bag, and I have all my orangey tones in it. It looks very aesthetically pleasing. I love this one. And also have all my gray tones in another one, and all my E colors, which are those earthy browns, in another one. There's a system to the chaos, and I was wondering if that would be something that you would be interested in, like getting inspiration of how to organize it, because I came up with a system because I have old color codes and new color codes. Some of them overlap, and I came up with a system on how to keep track of it all. So if that will be something that you would be interested in, please let me know. And my collection is growing of art supplies and coloring books, so it could be a cool thing to play around with. We're gonna start with the beige green, which is one of my first loves. This one is was part of my very first set, the 48 mid-tone pack, which I still to this day find to be the most beautiful set and the perfect one to start with. And this one was part of it, and it's just this beautiful, beautiful khaki, olive, a nice green color, and I just love it. So we're gonna use this one for the fig. And I will leave a bit for some highlights when I think about it, because I think that could be kind of cool with yellow green. I'm not necessarily too strict on what is okay. I mean, the light here would come, strictly speaking, from the back, so it's questionable how much highlight it would have on the top of the leaves. But the light and highlight patrol is not here today, so nobody is gonna come at us for this choice. My choice of shadows sometimes seems to affect some people. I mean, I understand it if you see it and it's like, oh my god, what is she doing there? But we're all just having fun and we're just playing around with it. So it's all not too serious or too strict. And by adding that little brighter tone, you see straight away that it has some more dynamic than if you would just not do it. So what did I say? Artichoke green. Did I find artichoke green? Or did I talk? There, I didn't find it. I got distracted. So before it dries, we're gonna add it as a nice shadow. And again, you're adding the shadow at the opposite side of where the highlight hits. To come back to the question from the beginning of the stream. Like that. That is pretty. Pretty. And I love that it's a little bit darker so it stands more out from the background. This one is a little bit too bright. We can go about and make it a little darker later. But we will just leave it like that for now. Now I'm going to continue with this very cute plant over here. And this gives us the perfect opportunity to use a little different technique, and that is using a different color for each leaf. And I love how that looks like. And then you just basically mix a couple of all the colors we've done so far. We're gonna do beige green, yellow green, apple green, artichoke. I think that's a nice mix of a couple of different ones. I'm gonna go ahead with the artichoke green. No, we can do another one. Then yellow green. I think I want to add apple green. Go to here. Do I do apple green already? I don't know. And I'm gonna add just a little bit even brighter honeydew yellow. Like that. And then add pretty much deeper shadow. Thinking about if I go in with a green gray on all of them with the evergreen fog. Where are you? Evergreen fog. Sometimes I sit here and search for color and it's straight under my nose. Evergreen fog. There. Was there all along. Here you go. Evergreen fog. We're gonna see how that one reacts as a shadow on these cute little leaves. We can at least use it for the darker colors. It's gonna be a little too dark for the bright ones. Like that. Now we can use, I think, artichoke for the brighter shades. Oh, it's maybe too dark. Like that. Oh, wow. I'm gonna use the artichoke to go over one more time a little bit. Fig tree over here. Like that. Oh, that looks so cute. I think I want to add a little bit of dark, maybe with apple green on the leaves here. Just do a little bit sometimes you only see that when you've added your other colors. Like that. I love adding this little part if it's a flower or a leaf like this, because it just makes it hyper realistic. Or I like the shadow that you add underneath the chin. Oh, that looks way better, because now it stands out a little bit more from the background. So we're gonna move ahead and do the little daisies, and I think I want the leaves to be yellow green and the flowers to be do we want to do white daisies or do we do a color? What do you guys think? Should we do purple? I love purple. Or maybe pink to add some pink to the page. I'm falling for my loves. In case you can't tell, pink and purple. Or we do something completely different. But I'm gonna start with the leaves. There's a lot of leaves going on here, and I'm just gonna make them all in the same color, not to make the page too busy. I'm trying to do the same over here. Shangui says, looks good. Oh, that makes me so happy. How are you guys coming along? Is it going good? Am I going too fast? Are you able to keep up? The cool part is that you can still, although it's a live stream, pause whenever you need it. I do obviously do breaks in between, and you can just fast forward and you're back on time. I'm gonna continue with artichoke and create the shade. I think that's a color that fits really nice. Like that. Is there anything more green here? We could do these leaves also to kind of mimic what we did up here. We could add some highlight. And then, oh, I love there's some water drops. We can make some really cool with that later on. And then go in with beige, green, and make that really nice transition. Oh, did you see? I hope you see. Like that. Do we have anything more? Yeah, over here we have some nice. I kind of want to make that even darker because then you could use those both as a very nice contrast. We will make those leaves also a bit darker. We'll use green for that. Oh no, that's not a nice combination. Artichoke. Oh, way better. Artichoke green. Yeah. Oh, you just seen that it was not a cute combination. So maybe we go straight with artichoke on the little succulent and I mean the succulent we could technically make into a lotus flower, right? Just have some purple in here, some pink, and some other thing than green. I'm searching for a nice fit for the darkest shade to that. Chromium oxide green will be very dark, but nice. G7. Never used this one before, I think. It's very dark. But I think it could be nice. I want to keep in mind that we want to make the illusion of. Yeah, I think that looks cool. It's a dark little mysterious guy in the back. Could use this one too up here for some dramatic shades. That's cool. Like that. I think we have our greens down. Now it's about thinking where we go with the other colors. We could do these either way, wooden or dark, black or silver. I think we're gonna make our outfit really nice and colorful. Maybe do a combination of pink and orange striped and a denim overall. And silver can. That could be pretty cute. Gonna take a short break and stretch my legs, get some more drinking, and then I will see you in a bit. So we're back, and I think we will start out with our little girly here, basically ourselves in our little greenery house. And I think I want to go for what we talked about with the orange and pink stripes. I think that could be really cute to do. So we might go for Sunset orange could be nice. Oh, I think we should go for peach yogurt. Peach yogurt. E46. And build it maybe with a marigold orange. AR19. This is just me rambling in color choices. I usually cut this stuff away in my videos, so now you're live with me in the process of searching out just the right colors. So I think I want to go for here this peach yogurt and marigold orange for one of the stripes. Even build it with golden champagne if you're feeling fun. And then with pink, I feel like with a pink you can either go just really strong or really pale. There is like no real in between. I mean, the pastel rose would fit nice. Pastel rose and then rose pink. My go-to pink tone. Pastel and rose. This might be a very bold color combination choice, but I'm so feeling it. Especially since we want to bring a little bit of summer and a little bit of color in this. So I'm going to start with the yellow tones with golden champagne and just work our way from there. Kind of like that. Then we go with peach yogurt. Like that. Does it make sense that it's light here? No, make this dark. Then marigold orange. Oh, that looks cute. That looks really cute. I might do the flowers too in that shade of peach yogurt and marigold orange and some of them pink. Huh. That. Associate. Oh, that looks so cute. Marigold orange and the flowers. Then we go with pink. We might brighter pink as a start. Sardonyx maybe? Yeah. Because we're pretty bright with the orange, so we want to match that. Anything else would be weird. And then we'll continue with Pastel Rose. Oh, I think that's gonna be perfect. Wow, I never used this combination before. It's really pretty. That looks so cute. Oh gosh. And gonna end it with a nice strong rose pink. Oh, got the pastel pink on the That's so cute. Cute. Oh, makes me happy. Okay. And with the neck, I think we would do yellow. Same combination, peach yogurt, golden champagne, and marigold. And then we could do pink hairbands, don't you think? And a pink heart. Buttons. Oh, now I'm going crazy. I think I'm going to use a pink band here too. Same combination and the pastel rose. Oh wow, I have found my new favorite pink combination with all of you. And then rose pink. That really gives it the right tone. Without it would be too pale. But with it, it's just like this perfect nuance to it. Like that. Cute. Might even do the butterfly. We do the butterfly. How? What do you guys say? Should we do it blue and purple? I'll wait with that for a bit. Is that a part of the sweater? One could say. Oh, that looks so cute. I'm gonna do the hearts over here too, and the same with pastel. I think I want to do a mix. Maybe we do sardonyx. crystal. Like kind of going into the purplish. Wrinkle. This is where I miss my lavender mist. Well, one flower. Well, maybe not quite. But that happens sometimes too. We have now rose pink. Vadim says blue and purple butterflies are perfect. Prince vibes. Right? I think that would be a nice fit. That is so sweet. So I think we could go and do the skin tone. What could be a nice fit? Skin tone's really hard because you don't want to go too orangey, and sometimes it's really hard to combine. I think I want to go with eggshell white. Sand will be nice too. It's maybe a little bit too brown. Funny enough, I have an entire skin tone set, but I rarely end up using any of them for actual skin tones. Or a roasted cashew could be a nice summery touch. We could even try to do freckles. We could do roasted cashew and honey brown for shadows. That could be cool. Roasted cashew and honey brown. Do you guys have all of the colors that I'm pulling out, or do you have to adjust a lot when you color along right now? So I start with a roasted cashew and then see where we take it from there. Well, that might have been the water can. Like that. I think that's cool. Then, since she is obviously not flat but round, we're gonna go in straight away with the shadow. Give that nice illusion of the hat, giving her that shade. Underneath this face, you always have to be careful that it doesn't look like a beard. Happened once or twice. Like that. And what do we do with the hair? What do you guys say? Should we go with something classic and natural, or do we go purple? I'm just joking. Got here do we do? Oh, we could go with a warm gray. Oh, that could be nice. And then use barely beige for shadow. Barely beige, warm gray, 0. Gray, 0. I don't have it anymore, so I have to see what warm gray 0.5 is in the new tone. Peach silk. Ah, peach silk. I thought so. Peach silk. Peach silk. There. So this is the equivalent to warm. Was it now? Warm gray 0.5. I'm going to start with that for the hair and then shadow the hair with barely beige. Maybe we use the same. And if we do the daisies white, we could use it as a nice little shadow. Coming back to the shadows, you just follow along the shapes of your object and put it, when the light comes here, you put the shadow on the other side. Like that. And then we add the shadow with barely beige. Maybe a little bit here too. when you add two shadows like this, you just do the next one slightly bit less than the other one. Then you have this really nice gradually like that. Might go with peach cream. Just add a little bit more to the hair. So, now we'll go to this one too. Like that. And then we'll make the middle of the flowers yellow with peach yogurt and marigold orange. Gonna do the same here. Peach yogurt. Come to think about it, this could look like a sunflower. Now it's too late. So that looks really cute and summery already. It would actually look pretty cute if her overall would be white and not blue. We'll wait and see to the end, I think. I'm gonna add another set of a honey brown. Soft sand and coral sand. Soft sand and coral sand. What kind of families was that? Soft sand and coral sand. Yes. We're gonna go ahead and add a soft sand and coral sand, but I'm gonna take a very short little break and I'll be back with you in a little bit. Oh, I have to close the window. Oi. So, we are back. I've got coffee. I hope you got coffee too. Wow. Oh, yes. So, I hope you are doing well. And could enjoy this little break as well. Come to think about it, you guys need breaks too. To maybe go to the toilet or do something, get something. So it's maybe not that bad. But yes. Are you still enjoying your tea or do you get coffee now too? That just gives me another good excuse to take another sip. This mug is so cute with a little face on it. Oh. Wow. So good. My little spooky just made me the most yummiest coffee. So we're gonna go ahead and do the head in soft sand and coral sand, and we're gonna reuse these colors in combination with, I think, the roasted cashews for the wooden parts of the image. And I really love what we did with the sweater. I love that color combination. I think I found myself a new favorite combination. And the daisies just look so cute. And I do think that we will keep the overall white. The more I see it, the more I love it. And I think doing a denim out of this would just add a whole lot of heavy colors because the greens are very heavy already, so I want to add everything else very light and not make it too dark. So we're going to start with soft sand and then work our way through. If I'm going too quick or you guys get questions, just write them in the chat and I will be more than happy to accommodate. Like that. I'm gonna go straight ahead and do this as well. Like that. And I think we're gonna add a wooden to this as well. Like that. I'm not quite sure what this is. This might be wooden as well, or is it tiles? Not really easy to tell. Kind of tempted to use the same. That. And then I'm gonna go ahead with coral sand to add shadows to all of that. How do we go about this? It's obviously very flat, so we don't want too much. And then like that. I want to do the entire thing. Like that. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna do a little bit of that here. Just a little bit of different look. And then we might go in with cashew. Roasted cashew. And just add a little bit of more depth. We are absolutely getting there. And now I think, oh, what do we do here? We might add some other kind of brown. The head is a little too bright. I'm gonna go in with looks a little strange, but you can't do much about it. So we might just add a little bit of terracotta. I mean, what is a plant landscape without it, right? So I just want to see what is the OG terracotta. And do we have a little bit friendlier version of it? Burnt sienna. A bit too harsh. Or do we go with silver? I don't want to do silver. I think that would be nice. I think silver could be really cool. Porcelain and light gray. Why not? Porcelain and light gray. Because I wanted the can anyways to be silver, and then we can add it to it so that it's not the only thing. And light gray. Do we have one darker? Neutral gray 05 and neutral gray 05. Where are you? Neutral gray 05. So, a little selection: porcelain, light gray, and neutral gray 05. And we're going to add that to a couple of elements just to give it a little bit differentiated and some more nuance. Oh, I'm gonna make these first too. Cool. Very nice. And what I love so much about creating silver is the technique for doing it. Like, you just stipple it basically. And I don't know why, but it just makes it look like it's shining. And I can't really explain it, why that is. How do we do it here? So, I go around the corner. Kind of like that. It's a little hard when you have like an item in the middle. And the last one, just to give it a little bit depth. I don't even know if I will use it for anything else except shadows. Cool. Nice. We have the up here too. I'm gonna go back with a light gray and do the same. It just adds a little bit of something that was missing, don't you think? Because without it, it would all be very the same going into each other. Volume, wow, what a beautiful shade, gray. Right? Really pretty. And I think it makes sense that you have these silver things in a greenhouse like that. So I think we will keep her overall. I think we'll keep it white and give it the same set of shades like the flowers. Now you guys have to remind me what was the shades of the flowers. I think we started with the Barely Beige, if I'm not mistaken. But I have actually right now not a single clue. Barely Blush, Barely Beige. This is a very often Barely Beige, where do I have it from? Where do I even have that shade from? Barely Beige. Barely Blush? Barely Beige. It's just a very simple R19. There it is. No, I don't think that was the first color. Green Peach is not certain. What colors do I have here? Well, I can't be much else. Wasn't it the warm? Wait a second, wasn't it the peach silk? And then Barely Beige. Now I remember. Peach, silk. Where are you? Peach silk. Thank you guys for reminding me. I just had to think for a second, so I'm going with peach silk and create the shadows for the overall, and then layer. And then we have Barely Beige. Just and then, just to be funny, I'm gonna add sardonyx to it. Just give it a little touch of pink. So why don't we go crazy and do with the pot a little purplish, or is it a clash of too many colors? I think we're gonna do the pot in pink. What was... Don't start with me like that. Oh my gosh, what was the color combination? I even said it was my new favorite. Come on. It was... Sardonyx, pastel rose, and rose pink. That's rose pink. Sardonyx. And pastel rose. And rose pink. Like that. Our little blue and purple butterfly is missing. I think we're gonna go for a lavender mist, crystal. Pale sky blue and lavender mist. Manage lavender mist. There you go. For the butterfly, starting with the blue. And then transitioning into lavender mist. Oh, so much purple. Pastel violet. Where are you? Pastel violet P3. Oh. Oh, beautiful. That is just perfect. And it stands really nice out in the entire picture. Telling a little bit of a story. I think I'm gonna go pretty dark with the floor. Chestnut, maybe. Or pretty bright. Right? Button says this butterfly turned out perfect. Isn't it cute? Oh, it's just very radiating very nicely. I might do the pants. Do not be tempted. Caroline, Tropical Peach. No. I want this to be white. Don't be tempted. This is always me. It's going so well. Then I come with a brilliant idea. And then I just change it all around. Don't do it. So chestnut. Chestnut. E59. E59. Chestnut. Where are you? Do you see chestnut? Can't find it. Chestnut. Ah! There it is. Hiding there all alone. Coffee. Yes, it is 1:17 at night. And I'm still drinking coffee. Well. Chestnut. Oh, this is a new one. I've never used this one before. I love that when you feel it in the tip. This is a brand new marker. Oh, I love that. Wow. Who else wants some? But if I do brown on the floor, it's gonna look like it's dirt. And that would not be quite right. Maybe I do it super bright, like some kind of sand or something. Beige. I can do berry beige, why not? Didn't I have berry beige here? And then sand 220 as a shadow. Sometimes I help the page to dry. So if the light comes from here, this will cast a shadow here, and here, kind of like that. And just that will be it, I guess. Ah, it looks cool. It looks realistic. And I'll just add, looks like the marker took some of the black. Like that. I'm gonna just add some frost to the water drops. Wow. Okay. That means that we're finished with the coloring. I feel like we have to do something with the shadows on the pens as a last finishing touch. But I don't quite know in what direction to take that. Sakura. Could try with Sakura. Just oh, I think that was missing. Huh? Don't you think? I think that was missing. Just a little. Just a little bit of depth, I think. That's exactly what was missing. Like that. Oh my gosh. I think we're done with the colors. Now I'm just gonna add some white highlights. Oops, I'm so sorry for the loud noise. Hope I didn't wake anyone. So I'm gonna add highlights with this. This is my favorite finishing touch when Carol brings drawings alive with highlight. Thank you so much. I can get pretty lost in this process. So sweet that you enjoy it so much. Oh, they look pretty now. Mm. Oh, forgot a part in the middle there. Just gonna fill it with apple green. And just like that, we're finished. That is so cool. I love what we did here today. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna zoom in out so that you see it all at one glance. Oh my god, I'm really happy with this one. I told you there's something about this book. All the colors just come beautifully into place. Gonna zoom in a little. All the different parts. So pretty. Little butterfly. Strawberries. Outfit. I love how the silver plays in with it. It's just absolutely perfect. The daisies look so cute. And the greenery all in all is just absolutely pretty. And I love what we did with the background. It feels like a greenery house at the same time. This really big, beautiful house with lots of open windows and good vibes. I'm just gonna do my little ritual of adding the colors we used today here on the side. Lots of greens. I love the green colors we used today. Like that. So pretty. So pretty colors. I'm absolutely in love also with using green and pinks together. As you might have noticed, they're just so pretty. Like that. Wow. It's absolutely beautiful. I love what we did here together today. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. That is so cute. I am absolutely in love. How do you guys like it? How did you enjoy doing it and the colors we chose? Amanda writes, this is so cute. Oh, thank you so much. I am so happy with how this turned out. It's all really about trusting the process in so many ways. When you do something and think midway, oh my gosh, this is not going where I thought it would, or some colors won't turn out just like you intended them to, trust the process. With everything in life, trust the process. It will all turn out beautifully, magically unique in the end. And I love how all the colors play well together. And although it was so much greenery in this page, somehow with the finished picture it doesn't feel that way at all anymore. We played it really nice with all the other colors to have a balanced page where it's not overloaded or too heavy on the one side. And that's really also so much fun to play around with when you choose colors, to make them all play nicely together. This might be my favorite my favorite page of the recent couple of weeks and months. And it's a big honor that we did want this one together today. Oh, this makes me really happy. This makes me so happy in the belly. I'm super excited and I can't believe we did this together. And it was such a calming and beautiful vibe. I want to thank everyone that is here right now, everyone that has been part within the entire time, or just coming in at the end, or being there in the beginning, for the people that watch it afterwards. I want to thank you so much for your support, for your encouragement, for making this community such a beautiful, kind, uplifting, and special one. I have to pinch myself every single morning that I get to do what I love so much and share it with such a beautiful, beautiful group of people that all share the same passion and the same excitement for colors and creation. And it's very special to me, for everyone that is watching right now in the Cozy Crew, for your continued support in watching my videos, for commenting on my videos. Your incredible, beautiful words mean so much to me, and I read every single one of them, and I have my personal aim of answering every single comment. I've done so since the very beginning, and I will never stop doing so. And also for supporting me in becoming members of my little cozy crew. That is just absolutely wonderful and speaks of so much support and encouragement. That is something that I value dearly, dearly, and do not take lightly or for granted. That is very, very special, and I can't thank you enough. And I hope you enjoyed this coloring session and could take something away from it, if it's just relaxation or inspiration, or simply just sharing some cool, fun, relaxing time together. I'm gonna say in the chat, thank you so much for the awesome stream, dear Carl. I was glad to be part of this process. Vadim, Froggy, thank you so much for being here. You are incredibly uplifting and supportive, and that means so much to me. And I see everything that you do, all the comments, and seeing you, how you watch my videos chronologically from the first one all the way up to the recent ones. You all mean so much to me, and it's so cool to see so many familiar faces in the chat. Amanda, I love your comments always. Shangui, Kai C. Quarter, Princess Leia, you have no idea how much your comments and simply watching my videos mean to me, so I want to thank you so much. And with that, our little coloring session is finished. Let's see if this is sharp. There you go. As I've said, this will be part of a monthly live stream, so we will see each other again for another live stream in a month. And I hope you enjoyed this little session. How long have we been sitting here? I think almost 4 hours. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.